July 10, 2022, the gap in the four-planet morning parade continues to widen. After sundown, the bright moon is near the star Antares. Chart caption, 2022, July 10, Saturn is visible in the south-southwest before sunrise, near the star Deneb Al-Jedi. By Jeffrey L. Hunt. Chicago, Illinois, sunrise, 5:25 a.m. CDT, sunset, 8:27 p.m. CDT. Check local sources for sunrise and sunset times for your location. Morning sky. Step outside about an hour before sunrise and look south. The brightest star in the region is Fomalhaut, meaning the mouth of the southern fish. Saturn is over 30 degrees up in the south-southwest and over 20 degrees to the upper right of the star. Saturn rises in the east-southeast about 2 hours after sunset, before midnight for most sky watchers. Saturn is retrograding in eastern Capricornus, near the star Deneb Al-Jedi. Retrograde is an illusion as our planet, moving faster through an inner orbit, is readying to lap the more distant and slower planet. As Earth approaches, the line of sight from our planet to Saturn compared to the distant stars shifts westward. This effect was the major question for early sky watchers, considering that many of them thought Earth was stationary and that all celestial bodies revolved around our central, fixed home. They invented several models to predict the planet's places compared to the distant stars, but others thought retrograde motion was an illusion from Earth's revolution. Interestingly, the demonstration of Earth's revolution did not occur until 1838, when precise measurements were made through telescopes. This story is fascinating. The book, Parallax, The Race to Measure the Cosmos by James Hirschfeld, is a well-told story of the quest to demonstrate Earth's revolution around the Sun. Chart caption, 2022, July 10, bright Jupiter and Mars are in the eastern sky before sunrise. Jupiter is nearing the time when it begins to retrograde. The Jovian giant is that bright star in the southeast during morning twilight. It is nearly 45 degrees to the upper left of Saturn and about the same height above the southeast horizon. It rises after midnight, about 2 hours after Saturn. Mars, dimmer than Jupiter, is over 1/3 of the way up in the sky in the east-southeast and over 25 degrees to the lower left of Jupiter. It is marching eastward in Aries. Mars is 12.5 degrees to the lower right of the constellation's brightest star, Hamal. Chart caption, 2022, July 10, brilliant Venus and Mars are in the eastern sky before daybreak. Mars is about 1/3 of the way from Jupiter to brilliant morning star Venus. Venus is low in the east-northeast, about 9 degrees above the horizon. Find a view toward that direction, free from obstructions. Looking from an elevated structure or hilltop may help with the observation. Venus is quickly stepping through Taurus. It is 11.5 degrees to the lower left of Aldebaran and 6.7 degrees to the lower right of Elnath, the Bull's northern horn. The southern horn, Zeta Tauri, Zeta Tau on the chart, is becoming visible after its pass behind the Sun. Use a binocular to see it. The planet passes between the horns in 3 mornings. The bright star Capella is nearly 1/3 of the way up in the sky above the northeast horizon. It is about the same height, also known as the star's altitude, not to be confused with the level an airplane flies, as the Pleiades star cluster that is about 15 degrees above Aldebaran. The spread of the 4 morning planets, from Venus to Saturn, is over 120 degrees. The gap continues to widen as Venus is leaving the other 3 in its planetary dust from its quick eastward speed. Mercury is in bright sunlight and not easily visible under conventional means. It passes on the far side of the Sun in 6 days and moves into the evening sky for an unfavorable view during August. When Mercury returns to the morning sky during October, Jupiter and Saturn are in the evening sky, and Venus is nearing its superior conjunction with the Sun, joining Mars in the morning sky that is near the horns of Taurus. By then, the rare 5-planet display is spread across the night. Evening sky. Chart caption, 2022, July 10, the bright moon is near Antares in the south-southeast as night falls. The moon is approaching its full phase. This evening it is 81% illuminated, an interesting gibbous phase, not half full and not a complete circle of light. It's gibbous. As night falls, the lunar orb is about 20 degrees up in the south-southeast and 2.2 degrees to the upper left of Antares, commonly marked as the heart of the Scorpion. The star's name means the rival of Mars. Even with the moon's bright light, look for Graphias, meaning the crab, and Shuba, the scorpion's forehead or crown. The classic pincers, Zubin Shamali and Zubin el Janubi, are to the upper right of the creature's main body.